Hello and welcome to the European Masters Ultimate Championship. I'm Stefan Rapazzo here with Charlotte Terrason. Our sincerest apologies for some of the dropped coverage at the end of that last game, and to start things off, some power outages and issues that have been resolved, and the Italians now trying to level things up. It's 2-1 to Germany as Baroni goes to Sorrenti. Now Bondi has it bounce off her hands. She holds her head in dismay.
Kind of things that happen, but only when the stream is back and we have power, because the 3 previous points were clean holds on both sides. And now that we're back live, you get the first turnover.
So Germany spinning around. Sylvia Jordan gets one off to Hurler. Jordan again floats one up and floats it a bit too high for Alman.
It's redemption time for the all-line of Italy,
as they play behind the disc. Berna to Melega. Melega gets Sisana, and Sisana super low backhand stance, and that one too far for Cordinali.
the look was really good, but indeed in the execution a bit too far out of reach of the Italian receiver. Apparently not willing to lay out. I wouldn't lay out either on this ground. A big hug.
Hanging, will it come back? I like the toe drag, but needed a couple more inches on the arm span there to make that one count.
Nice attempt. What about the extension? But just not enough. Went out of bounds.
So Sorrenti, after having an excellent campaign on the club circuit, culminating in a championship just a few weeks ago, is now kicking things off for the national team in this Masters division. But 2 throws later, and the Germans knock one away. Alina Struck with the D. Oh, wide, a bit too wide out of Jordan's hands. And that goes away. Another chance now for Sorrenti. She opens the field up. Melega there. Bondi hangs in the backfield, then puts one. Melega will collect, and the Italians hold, dirty as it may be.
I love how each player has its own, her own duty, her own mission, role, let's say, as a team. Melega, after receiving this disc, instead of having Bondi just rushing to the end zone to collect a score and Melega assist, she just gave it to Bondi behind her and went again herself, as we see in the replay, to collect that throw from Bondi for the score.
I mean, Bondi was probably in a better position to just keep going herself and be a deep target for Melega, but I guess knowing their roles, Bondi happy to stay behind the disc, Melega, the bigger body, happy to be a stretch receiver, and they stuck with their usual roles, and that counted. So the pull goes to the other end. Schottenwelter collects. Now Plain, back to Schottenwelter. Throwing behind, Germans going backwards. Kong gets a big one to Newman. Now into the middle. Brandt kicks it to the far sideline. Speiler. Kong. And Speiler again. Newman near sideline, fakes the backhand. Schottenwelter. Germans with a few high stall counts in this sequence. throws towards the goal, but Barzazzi spikes it away, and the Italians are going to get a break chance coming up.
What a look by Barzazzi for this defense, positioning pretty well and smashing the disc, as you say, losing her cap in the action.
So picked up and being brought back into play, that's Eva Artoni and the Italians, hoping if they can get themselves a little break action here.
It's their first one for Italy. First time to have a break opportunity.
Barzazzi, strong hands after getting good separation. Wobbler throwing over top, but Galante hangs on. Now Artoni winding up, and there she goes, delivery of the backhand, Arnelli!
Oh.
What a pickup, not in! And the finishing touches to Barzazzi, but Arnelli, great breakaway speed there to catch up to that hanging huck.
What a point, what a catch, and what a bookend for Barzazzi, who had the defense and went all the way to the other side of the field to collect that break score. But yes, let's talk about that run. Wow, extending her body, her arm to reach for the disc without laying out. Look at the replay. High stall release, very low disc, but just in front of the Italian player, avoiding the defense. Just watching the disc fly by in front of them.
So both of these teams have played already. Germans fell by a large margin to the French this morning, 15-5. While the Italians, last time you saw them on our stream, they're back, but they did get a win this morning in a quite well contested match against the Czechs. They got ahead in the end, 15-11.
If you haven't seen it, come watch it on ULTI.TV. Still available, always. Beautiful game and forever. Until death tears us apart.
Till death do us part. Yes, they will be there that long. Bergman goes back to middle. Oldenburg stout. Goes back to Sylvia Jordan. Jordan directing traffic with the offhand, and a late layout almost made it work, and the next throw benefits the Italians. Big throw, the pickup there. Pagliarani and Arnelli is coming on right now. 2 goals in a row. This one a bit more of the throw that made it work, but either way, Arnelli in the right place.
Always in the deep space, right position, right timing. Arnelli doing a great job for this counter-attack of the D-line. Very efficient, very fast. What a conversion. That's this typical quick game of the Italians. Waiting no time to pick up the disc after the turn and just play, letting no time to defense.
So
now 2 breaks in a row for Italy.
And they are putting it on now, not waiting to the second half to really get it together as they did this morning. And the Germans, and they send it deep. That throw looks like it's gonna work. Defense charging, but not quick enough. Edel is there for the reception, the throw by Spieler. And Germany strikes back with a very quick and efficient hold.
Germans showing also some deep game. It's a hug show here in front of us today. What a beautiful, let's see, 2 pass goal, 3 pass goal. What a laser. Just on time for defense not get it. A beautiful beat though by defense. I think that was Fantinato trying to defense this huck. If you watched last game of Italy, you'd know that Fantinato is definitely dangerous on defense. She had a couple of blocks.
And very close there. She had a lot of ground to catch up. The throw was great. But as dangerous as she is this time, close but no cigar.
Chiara Lolli not willing to let the disc, the break to Bondi. This disc is mine now. But I think they're gonna share it pretty quickly during this point.
Lolli finds out exactly where the brick mark is and then goes backwards to Berna. Berna pivoting until she gets Bondi. And Bondi with a mounting stall count gives the backhand around break to Chiara Lolli. Oh, Malaga looked very gracious going up, but it just didn't stick to the hand.
Not sure it was for her, but big body can get high, but just not high enough. And
and there it is, a big break for the Germans. Plen goes to hurling, and the 44-year-old from Hamburg, currently in Berlin, cashes in a big break for the Germans. 4-4 make it, 2 breaks to 1 still for the Italians.
I mean, I know we're playing, it is the Master Championship, but so it's logic to see people with high ages, let's say. But I think really it's impressive to see some of these players play at such level, despite of the age. It is pretty impressive to still be fit, to still have a working body. I mean, I'm still technically young and I feel that my body is already giving up on me. So many injuries and stuff. Nice to have time, but to say it is impressive. It is impressive to reach, for example, 44 years and still do such an amazing job on the field, because ultimate is a very demanding sport.
Isn't it indeed? The Italians and Sorrenti with the disc.
But deceived to see no continuation on her open backhand, and this is a turn.
A crazy series of events. Can the Germans get another break and take back serve? Jordan saunters over the disc. Looks to the dump space right away, has Sam. Back to Jordan, and nice inside laser from Jordan. On her bike is Isabella Spieler, and then a big gainer. Strong on the under. Bergman chucks, looking for goal, and it gets away. Now big the other way, Fuentes. She's had a big morning already. Can she continue it? This time an assist as she throws in for goal, and it's Cornali there who collects. The Italians do manage to hold.
What a play. Usually we see Fuentes in as a receiver for the goal. Here she receives indeed, but then gives the assist. And that she had a massive game on the previous stream.
5 goals. Or was it 6?
I think almost 5, or maybe 5 goals, 2 assists, something like that. Crazy. Anyway, always free in the end zone, always reliable. So we're back. No second break for Germany, but it is only beginning. Let's see. Italy 5-4. They have the advantage, but no, I wouldn't call this comfortable advantage still.
Yeah,
only
just
1 point. It's
a slight little advantage.
However, Italy is starting on offense the second half, so if they keep this advantage, 1 point advantage, they should be good for the rest of the game.
Indeed it will. Let's see how that goes as Plen pops one over. Kong over the top.
Oh!
But Pagliarani wrecks that party, goes deep, and cashes in. There's the goal to Claudia Facchini, and Italy break with a very quick conversion there, making it 6-4.
What a vision. She saw it come. Look at how she grabbed that. As if it's her disc, belongs to her, and goes straight, aiming at the end zone. No time to lose. We got a break. Pagliarani, a block, 2 assists. And I think it's not the last action we're gonna see her do. She did also very amazing on the last game. And not only last game, in general, she's been a very good player, reliable, able to do everything. An all-line player with her handling skills, throwing skills, but also D-line player. As you see, she knows how to read the game, but also has a very good athleticism. A pretty complete player.
Indeed, Pagliarini is the ripe young age of 30, getting it done. And Jordan gonna walk this one into the brick mark as the Germans look to stop the early bleeding here with a short string of points against them. Jordan goes into the backfield, then moves on to Brandt. That one, Gainer, defense came late. Ehrman centers. Turk goes to Schottenwelter, and there is a pick called out there on the field. Charging defense by Barsazzi, but Jordan can't be stopped.
Oh,
another one. The defense is coming on every throw. Schottenwelter, and this time the defense does get in the way and break up the play. Into the middle, Galante. Serpi, and another turn there. Galante gets it broken up in front. Jordan, high and bounced off the hand of Spieler. Barsazzi goes high for Serpi. Serpi gets Fantinano, and that sends deep straight away. Facchini under it, but the defense knocks it away and gives Germany one more possession of it.
Stork here to stop that Italian flow, but what a flow. They really just kept throwing these blades over the shoulder, high release, everything they could. And right at the end, Sturk here to stop it. However, the Italian defense is pretty intense. They put on some intensity really close to each pass, as you were saying before.
Sticky hands there by Schottenwelter. And the Germans moving on. One more pass to Rabea Brandt. Spieler. Floats one up. Jordan gets under it. Jordan now outside in. Curve on that one. Right back to Brandt. Brandt gets another connection to Ehrman. And then throws into Barsasi. Was hoping for the upline, but not quite connecting. Bianco, and there's a bump on the mark as she spins all the way around.
She had very large pivots, and I think the mark didn't know anymore where she had to be. Sorry.
Facchini goes to the far side. Bianco. Serpi can't hang on, and the Germans get one more chance out of it. This one really going back and forth. Germans pick it up, call the timeout, and we're going to take a break with them. We'll be back with more actions right now. 6-4 Italy over Germany. We live in a world where everything can be referenced online. Imagine if the greatest moments in our sport were never filmed. Eurodisc continues to do what it takes to make free-to-watch live streams a reality. Let's leave nothing to the imagination. We'll consume the action live, and we'll support those that help to make it happen. If it wasn't streamed, it didn't happen. Eurodisc.
What a grab! Oh my! Somehow they do it!
There are so many reasons to outfit your team in Force beyond just looking the part of a champion. Force offers professional design services with their dedicated graphics team. All apparel is produced in France. Force works with a local labour team and their raw materials are sourced in Europe. Force insists on transparency with no hidden fees and international express shipping. Look the part and play the part with Force Sportswear.
So 6-5 the score, 6-4 the score. In fact, Germany beneficiaries of another turnover. They called the timeout.
We have a look on Coach Rabaglia. Not old enough yet to play in this division, so she decided to go coach.
Rabaglia always looking for more coaching responsibilities, a job she loves, to take the reins. And she's, yeah, as you say, waiting her turn. No doubt she'll still be playing once she is in the Masters division of Masters age, we'll say.
It will come, it will come.
You sure it's not Rabaglia?
Oh, please.
I know,
I
Rabaglia.
think your ancestors must be like, how
Turning
you
over
say?
in their graves.
Exactly. Thanks for the expression. I was
course,
not sure how to translate that one.
Another one with a gold medal from just a couple weeks ago. Hanging up there for Brandt. Brandt zips one up the line. Great defensive pressure.
We're talking about, sorry for the name, about Fantinato, about her previous game, how she had amazing defenses, and she just keeps going.
Fantinato with the disc. Gets it to Bianco. Bianco leading throw. Facchini. Ooh, and late throw. Galante calls the foul. Jordan accepts. And Galante will retain possession. Galante to Bianco. Bianco puts it up. Facchini there. Fantinato, the intended receiver, and Fantinato, the one who comes down with the goal for the Italians, make it 7-4 with another break on the board.
7-4, one more break. Italy on fire. They're really stepping in the games like ready from the beginning. Because I remember seeing the elite teams at Limerick having a hard time starting their games. And here it's good to see that from the very first points they're fighting and early breaks in this game.
Thank you all for being with us back home. What am I going to remind them to do right now, Charlotte?
Like and subscribe.
ULTI.TV, best in the world.
Comment, let us know what you think. Spread the word, share.
Get into the chats, be active. Get amongst it, as they say. And we love you for it. Well, look, I just saw the likes go up 1. I mean, I'd love to see them go up. And of course, we are on the precipice of 22,000 subscribers. Help us get there. Let's let that number tick over together. Germany with the disc. Back and forth. Now into the hands of Sam and Takong. Sam to the sideline. Fake from Newman. Now Plen. And still sideline to sideline. Laux with the disc for Germany. Plen gets it again. The Italians happy to keep their zone on. Kong tries to go all the way over. Look out for Barzazzi. 2 hands, smacks it down emphatically. That is at least her second block of the game. Make it 3.
At least.
Lolli to Fuentes. Chiara Lolli. Baroni gives a cut and great reception off the tip there. Fuentes then gets the next. Back to Baroni. Baroni backhand around to Pagliarani. Barzazzi catches low. Barzazzi fakes the big high backhand, throws the blade, gets away with one there. The blade was on target. Capello keeps 2 hands on it, and that's another break. The Italians take half.
What a way to take half. That blade, beautiful. I mean, high stall, no more options. I don't know how this worked out, but it does. When you have like such teammates ready at any moment. Love that smashing down of the disc. And let's see the assist of Barzazzi.
Another blade. Oh no, this is, yes it is.
It is.
Capello right there.
Amazing reaction.
Cashed in, it's 8-4, it's halftime. We're gonna take a break and we'll be right back with more action after this.
We are a group of ultimate players, coaches and video enthusiasts. We've worked with the major federations and the greatest events.
We're on a mission to make Ultimate huge. We want our videos and live streams to be free to watch.
We want to make stories that not only reach you,
but also reach people outside the Ultimate community.
Like and subscribe, ULTI.TV, the best in the world.
Become a member and
fund
fund
our work to cover more events in the future and to bring more stories and live coverage to the eyes of the Ultimate world and beyond.
Wait. Isn't this for the other apparel? We've got like new stuff, right? Bring it, bring it in.
Feast your eyes on the new fan version of our iconic ULTI.TV sweatshirts. Great fan gear available for you. Check out our new range of colors and insist on staying warm and looking fresh. Shipping is available after EUCF. Get your fan gear and be one of us.
8-4 the score for the Italians, the lead over Germany. They've taken half with 4 in a row. It was 4-4, and Italy have started playing some tidy defense since then. A couple clean breaks and one massive exchange of turnovers in the middle, but Italy benefiting in the end each time in those last 3 since they've been pulling. There's a shot of Vanessa Barsazzi getting the D and throwing the assist in that last point before half. There you go, 3 blocks in the game, an assist and a goal. A very tidy first half for Vanessa Barsazzi. One of the Starsazzi siblings.
Starsazzi, oh, that is a nice one.
Starsazzi. So German pull, Italian starting on O as well, so could be the situation, the 2 for none. They scored to finish the half. They can score to open the half without even having to break. Bondi spins around Sorrenti wide open as the Germans are playing a lag in the lane. Berna goes up and over with a backhand. Sorrenti uncorks one. Fuentes on the chase. What a throw by Sorrenti.
Here's the connection we had this morning. Sorrenti to Fuentes.
Sorrentes.
This one exactly. How could I forget? Lovely, what a backhand. Always that same around backhand I love from Sorrenti. Great release. She crossed like 3/4 of the field. And with a precision, surgeon precision. Let's have a replay on that one. Again, no hesitation, especially when you have Fuentes heading to the end zone. You know the score is pretty secure with these two. Sooner or later, they will find their timing. Fuentes in the end zone and Sorrenti with the swing to get the backhand. And boom, boom, boom.
So Italy pouring it on. Let's see if they continue to break. 9-4 is the score. Fantinato sends the pull. That's going to go out of bounds just near that wonderful ULTI.TV banner. Oh, there it is there. Oh, so nice. Of course, we're talking about the player, Spieler.
Spieler, which literally means player, by the way, in the German.
Wow.
She was meant to play.
Something. I'm glad she chose the best sport in the world. Brandt goes back to Spieler, and then Plen. Spieler again. Dump back, Laux, and up front to Ahlers. Ahlers does get one off, and quick continuation. Hurling.
Oh.
Throws for goal. Defenders there. Barsazzi comes in, and a little bit of heavy contact after she lands. She definitely took it away in the air, and yeah, I don't think there's a foul. A potential call for dangerous play, but I do think it's a turnover. She does come from out of the picture in. There's some hip-to-hip contact there, but it's a turn. It was a nice play to get the D.
Yeah, it was
despite
good
the contact.
Good positioning from Barzazzi, who really, in the middle of all the crowd, found the best space.
Barzazzi goes up line, gets Battistini, and the next throw in to Fantinato. The Italians pouring it on. 10-4 there, buddy. says the score line.
Fantinato making sure she's inbound. She doesn't want to wait longer. Italy seems to be willing to finish this as soon as possible, playing very quickly. And I mean, it's been 6 points in a row for Italy.
That's actually 7, Charlotte. Oh no.
Why is it 6?
You're right. I can't count.
Making me doubt about counting.
6 in a row is the reality of the situation. There's Fantinato. 2 goals and a block on her day so far, in this game. She had a whole bunch more stats this morning if we're talking about the day.
This is massive. Bersasi with 4 blocks, I think this is very good. And usually, even for a good defender, you don't get that many blocks.
Yeah, that is a good day at the office.
We haven't seen the zone yet. Are they setting up?
Sam gets the first throw to go. Bergman uncorks one, but the sideline doesn't help the situation, and that one floats out of bounds.
And Italy back with the disc. Again, a break opportunity. This one just due to a missed throw. Maybe also, I mean, the pressure and the positioning of the defense.
Capello gets the under. Galante, next throw goes. Pagliarani to Capello. Pagliarani leading throw into traffic, and maybe a foul being called, but that throw was led into contact there. I'm not sure the German player could even get away if she wanted to, could Kong.
Yeah, this is actually a pretty interesting situation because Bernier ran herself into the German defense that was standing still. So even though it's contact and strip because of that, exactly, okay. That is what they also concluded. The German defender didn't do anything.
No.
Just stand still.
And got ran into.
And got ran into.
So good resolution there. Jordan comes back and collects the swing from the far side from Caroline Sam. Now up and over. Ammon goes to Kong, 2 hands over the head. Kong stretches the field open. Newman's wide open, and now the shot for goal. Newman hits Edel in stride. And Germany back on the board after a long absence.
Yeah, very clean shot for Germany to finally put a point on the scoreboard to stop the Italian break train, as we say. I don't know how the rotation works for both teams. Actually, do they have O-line, D-line?
Italy definitely has O-line, D-line.
Because the O-line must have also played defense
a little
lot.
bit in that run. I think they've put a few players on, but not many. But this is the O-line we expect. I think there's about a 9-player O-line for the Italians. Hands up, ready to receive. Melaga, one of the O-line players that's not out there right now. Lolly collects low. Sorrenti gets going. Catches with a hand in her face, and the next throw knocked away. Germany in the backfield, throwing back and forth. Oldenburg Stout gets it near sideline and then back to Oldenburg Stout. Thrown towards the sideline and hands are waving. Sorrenti is down and in evident pain. And the medic being called onto the field. We are going to hope for the best resolution for Francesca Sorrenti.
Hope there is nothing too bad happening.
We're going to take a quick break and be back with more action. Please.
Have you seen our VO streams? Do you know that VO cameras are built for more tactical team sport analysis? The inbuilt tracking technology allows you to see the game in finer detail. That's why teams are already using it, and ULTI.TV and EUF are teaming up to help you join VO. Contact EUF administration to get more details.
Francesca Sorrenti being escorted off the field there. Lower body injury, right leg. We can't tell you too much more than that, but she is being tended to on her sideline. That is rough news for the Italian team to be missing her. For the tournament's sake, this game I think will be manageable at this stage without her, but you never know what can happen. But yes, for the sake of her and the team, we hope her a speedy recovery. Germany do find their way in right away there. Hurling collects the goal, and they benefit with a goal shortly thereafter the stoppage. 6-10 the score line. And Hurling on the board. That one comes out of the hands of Sturk.
And that is a first break for the German team on this second half. They managed to stop the break train of the Italians and to get a break on their own.
So 6-10 the score, lots of time to play, 33 minutes on the clock. That is a break for the Germans, the first break of this half. And there's Geski Hurling. 3 goals in the game, impressive for her. Italy, Malaga, and Lolli going back and forth. Now Baroni, back to Malaga. Malaga isolates Baroni. And there's the gainer to Sisana. She goes up line. Lolli. Lolli airs one out. Fuentes chasing. And the Italians put the 11th on the board. Respond with a clean hold.
What a beautiful run. Nicely put in the no man zone. No one was there. Full place, full potential for a score. And wisely used for Italy to get that score. 11-6. Still a pretty wide gap after all the breaks from Italy. Have a nice look, Fuentes. Always free, always available in the end zone. Getting one more score for her team.
So 11-6, 31 minutes and change remaining. A definite drop in energy on the side, on both sidelines since the Sorrenti injury. I think the teams are going to regenerate. You saw the Italians there putting that score in and a little bit of life come back, but it did just suck a little bit of the energy out of the game, as any injury tends to do.
Tomorrow, it's not easy, but I mean, that's the moment where you have to think about your teammate and think like, okay, we're gonna fight for her, whatever is happening. Like,
yeah, that's what she would want, is the way it ends up being. So Kong goes around and gets Brandt. Flipper over the top, and Randall sends to Kong. She stays in bounds. Kong pops one forward, and now it's Jordan just meters shy of the goal line. Tried to force one in there, but the lane closed. Now goes high, and it's caught by Kong for another goal. Or is it? Pick called, it's coming back.
interesting, because in this particular situation, that blade was almost impossible to defend. I mean, it was just aiming straight to a person, but a lot of confusion about this pick. Oh. Oh yes, everyone absolutely stopped. It's weird because there was a bumping and no one called a pig. Actually, they were waiting for her to call. I guess they were waiting for Hurling to call a foul. It just stopped moving. So,
well, it seems like they're just about done talking. Jordan with the disc, and Barsazi is certainly ready to tap it in. But now a bit more discussion. And I think exact positions are trying to be upheld as best as possible. And here we are back in play. Kong looking at a center stack, hammers, floating, and Hurling does come down with yet another goal. Slurpee time in Bologna.
when not bumped to the ground, Hurling is here to receive the disc in the end zone and score for the team. As I say, Slurpee time. Oh, a Slurpee would be amazing with this heat coming. I would love to have some delicious granita from Italy. But not for now. We still have games going on. Germany 7 to Italy 11. And more games to come after this one. First, let's finish this and see who is gonna end with the victory.
So 28 minutes left in this one. The pace has slowed down. In the last 10 minutes, there's been a few more calls. There's been a bit more spread out and strung out points. More passes required to get into those end zones. The Italians put their O-line back out on the fields. And the Germans ready to pull. Here it comes. This one's out of bounds. As it sails away near about half, and the Italian O-line encouraged to bring it in with a bit more advantage than even the brick mark.
This time Bondi can go get the break disc. Not stolen by Lolly.
And Bondi brings it in, and now is being told that it was much, much further upfield. I think her teammates have an accurate gauge on where it went out of bounds. So, and now there's a discussion if a pivot point was established, but no, playing on Bondi at midfield. Inside breaks Sisana. Quick backhand around Malaga. Malaga back into center. And Berna with the disc. Berna back in, puts one out into space for Malaga. Malaga looks to the goal, throws back to center. Baroni pivots back to Malaga. Now nothing in front. Defense closes up, but the throw to Bondi cashes in, and that's 12 on the board for the Italians. Nice, clean hold.
12-7, another clean hold, as you say, Steph. After a lot of motions and action on breaks, defense, we go back to a steady, clean holds, trading score.
Back and forth we go, 12-7, 3 away from victory, 5 ahead of the Germans. The Italians in a very good position here to close this one out. But the Germans, of course, are going to want to keep fighting. Just about 25 minutes remaining. There's Bondi, the scorer, with 1-1 to go with an unfortunate turnover.
Again, we're getting close to a score 15, at least for the Italian side. However, the time is still 25 minutes left. So very
Plenty
game.
remaining.
Plenty of time remaining.
So right back near that ULTI.TV sign, it is a pull magnet as it's run back in by Oldenburg Stout. Having a look, goes back to Jordan. Jordan to Oldenburg Stout. And now to Bergman. Bergman goes wide towards the center with the around throw. And that one in through traffic, but they get away with it somehow. Now big one shot for gold. Oh, and just enough on it. What a swinging arm by Laura Fantinato.
Who else than Fantinato? Always well placed. With a 360 defense extending the arm. She gets that one. And
Italians bringing it back into play. Capello.
We got that first turnover after some clean holds we were talking about.
And they've given it back again. Nice defensive takeaway by Spieler. And now Newman. Banging it up that line. Bergman. Throws back towards center to find Jordan. Jordan gains through the center. Now Spila in for a goal. Bergman on the reception, 8-12. 4 away from the lead still, but Germany back on the board.
Not a clean, but still a holds. They got their score. 12-8. Still a pretty wide gap of 4 points, but you never know. We've seen some pretty nice comebacks, and we've seen also Germany break already twice against Italy, so it is doable. And as we said, still plenty of time to go there.
Lots happening. Germans ready to pull. Spieler ready to play.
And the Italian sideline making fun, but also being impressed, I guess, by Fontinato's defense, dancing like a ballerina.
There's the pull and the chase as Berna settles under it and goes to Lolli right away. Lolli trying to isolate Sisana, didn't like it, goes to Meliga, a little bit of crossing traffic. Lolli gets it back and sends deep. Fuentes, no surprise. The scoring machine strikes again. Susana Fuentes Velez, third goal of this game. That's 8 in the tournament in 2 games.
This is huge already. So many points. And what a fast release from Lolli. She really wiped that disc to reach for Fuentes. I'm very intrigued to know what Rabaglia is telling Fuentes, because she seemed to be giving her advice or not being especially happy about some stuff, even though she's doing amazing. I'd really like to know what's going on, what they're saying.
13 to 8. 20 minutes remaining. The Italians 2 goals away from finishing things off. Almost certainly will be a game to 15 unless the Germans mount some of the greatest resistance that's ever been mounted.
If they keep playing that fast, I mean, it's going to be over in no time. These offenses are really fast.
Schottenvelter gets it back from Jordan. And gives again to Jordan. Jordan blades one to Kong, now to Pell. Goes up the sideline. Kong is there, but the defense coming from the other way. Bernier didn't get a piece, but those footsteps probably helped.
Oh, I'm sure she heard Bernier coming closer. There's another break chance. How many of them? We're gonna see that soon with the great stats we have taken by Zeno from PFD helping us. And a call on the throw.
Foul accepted. Serpi has the disc. Serpi goes to Bianco. Now
violation probably, yep.
Pagliarani has it, but will maybe have to send it back. Bianco, Pagliarani gets a nice gainer to stick to Facchini, and now Bianco. Barsazzi winds up, now looks back to center. Gives a big forehand, Facchini's there, everyone is in the spot. It's Bernier who comes down with it. Is she in for goal? Looks like it. Some hands are up, but not all hands. Here's another look at the replay, and they have decided it's a goal. Here's another look, Barsazzi. Look at that shot. Everyone in the area. I think Facchini was the intended receiver, but Bernier stepped in front.
I know, I think Bernier was the receiver. I saw her extend her arm, calling for that run in this space because no defender was there. So, from my point of view, I'd say it was Bernier, but...
Very, very possible. Any which way, 14 goals for the Italians. They are 1 away from victory here. Germans backed right up against the wall right now.
Oh no, you're right. I'm sorry. It was indeed number 9. Who was,
Facchini.
yeah, Facchini, who was extending her arm for this goal. Anyway, as long as it's a blue jersey, I'm sure that Versace is happy of the outcome of this throw.
So as we near the end of this game, I'll remind you and encourage you one more time to click those buttons, like and subscribe, people. We have so many initiatives, and these are the small things you can do to help bring more of our initiatives to life. And if you're here watching, we already know that you enjoy the initiatives we put forth. Germany into the 79 shirt of Oldenburg Stout. Now hurling, wounds up, put it away, back to Jordan. Oldenburg Stout. Spinning around, high stall count now. But Arnelli backed away out of the counting space, but she's not more than 3 meters away. I wonder what's happening, because Capello is actually closer to the mark than the person counting stalls. So that is peculiar.
A weird switch.
But if you do switch like that, you have to restart the stall count.
Yes, you do.
Arnelli says they're coming back in, I think on 6 is what she said. Under comes Jordan, catches one off the chin. Now wide around Randall. Great hands by Spieler. And too far behind. Italians can put it away right now. Galante feeds it forward. Lot of open players, including Arnelli. Capello. Still nothing. Pivots around. Goes for the dump. Having a look inside. Artoni hangs it up. And Fantinato brings it down. No surprise there. She's had an excellent game. Continues to right until the final moment, where the Italians win 15-8.
What a beautiful counterattack. Quick, no defense, and the blue jerseys just rushing to the end zone, but waiting. We see Capello waiting just enough time, not throwing any unnecessary risky pass. Better go back with a dump and wait. However, that last pass was risky, I'd say, on my point of view. But when you have Fantinato there to reception that, do we say reception?
To receive that.
To receive that.
To take down the reception, to collect the reception.
Réceptionner. You know you can throw that. And Italy, beautiful game from 15-8. Germany gave a good fight. Didn't give up till the end. But just not enough to face that very strong Italian D-line. We can have a look at the stats now. Indeed, lots more breaks on the Italian side than Germany. Clean holds, however, are pretty equal with 5 and 4. And break chances are much larger on the Italian side, 13-6. I mean, here we see the difference on of scores.
I think that's the big difference there. The generation of break chances. Of course, Italy had more breaks than Germany had break chances. And that there is a big tale of the game, and why the second half just really rolled in favor of the Italian club. Italian national team, not a club here. So that's the tale of the tape. Thank you for being with us. Once again, we've got more action, as you would only come to expect. Coming up next, Grandmasters quarterfinals, Germany, France. And that one coming up in just about 15 minutes. Don't you go anywhere. Thanks for being with us here on ULTI.TV. For the wonderful Charlotte Terrasson, I've been Stefan Rapazzo. Thanks for being with us, and we will catch you at the next one.
Thanks.
Merci beaucoup.
Yeah, Ultimate.
ULTI.TV.